Okay. Hi, everybody. I want to make sure that you can all hear me. Okay. So you can hear me speaking. Okay. The microphone is working.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay. Now I'm just going to do. And you hear that okay? You hear the
Beautiful.
bowls? Okay. And now I'm just going to play a little bit of music. And I just want to make sure that you all can hear the music. You hear it? Yes? Okay. Wonderful. Hi, everyone. It's just kind of nice to start like that. And it gives us a chance to land, to sit in a comfy spot. And maybe you're lying down. You know, if you're lying down and you fall asleep, it's okay. Whether you're sleeping or whether you're awake, you'll still get all the vibrations. My name is Andrea. I have to tell you a funny story. A yoga story, the latest sign from my daughter Chloe. Chloe comes to me in the weirdest ways. 2 weeks ago, I'm in my yoga class and I feel her. I started doing yoga in 2000, and it was Chloe that dragged me to the first yoga class. Oh, thank you. Love the interview. Thank you. I haven't seen it, but that's very nice. Thank you. So, 2 weeks ago, I'm in my yoga class and I feel Chloe come so close and hit me like in the heart so hard. You know, like sometimes it's just like the grief. It doesn't even matter sometimes how many years it is. I mean, for me, it's 6 years now. And oh, I felt so bad. I started to cry in my yoga class. So I said, Chloe, you can't do that. You can't come in like that so close, and it's like it's in public here. So last week, I'm in a yoga class, and you can imagine there's room for like 16 mats, okay? And we're only 3 people in the class, so there's lots of room. So this woman comes in and puts her yoga mat right beside me, like 3 inches away, so that if I open my arms, I hit her in the face. So I open my arms, I hit her in the face, I start laughing. And I realize that's Miss Chloe trying to say, oh, yeah, so you don't want me to make you cry? Okay. And this poor woman, I almost wanted to say, honey, it's really not your fault. You can move your yoga mat. It's Chloe acting like such a brat. And finally, I didn't tell her out loud, but she finally did move her yoga mat away. But I laughed for the whole class. So sometimes the signs come in funny ways, you know? Um, some of you probably have heard what I sort of shared about the conference and how that was a really remarkable sign from Chloe. When she stopped the PowerPoint, right at her picture, imagine almost 900 pictures and each one on for about 2 seconds. And I am managing this PowerPoint and it stops. And it's Chloe's picture on the PowerPoint. So some signs are really in your face, crazy, wonderful. And some signs, like the sign um, that Irene just got with Miracle, what was it, Miracle Movers? I mean, that was crazy. Yeah, just a beautiful sign while the song was playing on your radio. What really helps is when you let go of doubt. When you let go of doubt, then the signs become almost more obvious. And it's not easy to let go of doubt. It really isn't. It's probably the toughest thing. But when I was at the conference and I saw Chloe's picture up there and how she had managed to stop the PowerPoint presentation right at her picture. And I asked her right then and there, I said, Chloe, how did you do that? And she said, Mom, you make it so easy. And I thought, that's what I want to do. I want to use every ounce of my being, every intention, every vibration to help make it easier for all of us to connect with our lovely ones in spirit. So, on that note, I invite you now to close your eyes, close your video. Your audio is closed. You can close your video. Get into a nice, comfy place. And it helps a lot, actually, to use our visualizing abilities. You know, our imaginations are, when we were kids, we used them, they were in overdrive. And we forget to keep that curiosity and that imagination active. And that's one of the things I love about putting up a space that's basically visualized in our imaginations. But it's a sacred space, and it's our own sacred geometry. We put it up around us when we meditate. I put it up when I had cancer surgery and I had to do radiation, and I had MRIs, and when you have any kind of surgery done, and you feel stressed, and you put this up around you, and it creates a feeling of safety and comfort and peace. And boy, we need that around us. So we're going to visualize that in front, in back, on the right and on the left, on the ground, around each one of us, are 4 huge triangles. And each of us is seated sort of in the middle. And these 4 triangles, we're going to bring them up. They're going to fit together absolutely perfectly. And they create a pyramid. They create a sacred geometric pyramid. And whether this pyramid is real or it's imaginary, this is the cool part. Everything that is thought and said and done while it's up is magnified. So the intention is to offer what's in your highest and best good. And by putting up this pyramid, we magnify everything that happens while it's up. And so this is a good thing. We're also going to do something tonight, and we're going to send healing. We're going to send healing to a very special woman, Lisa. And I have been blessed to be involved in many different kinds of healing. And one of the ways that really works is to designate one person as the person that sends the healing to Lisa. And all of us will send the healing to this person. And it's you, Elizabeth. It has to be you. There's no other person right now that comes to mind that should be that liaison between all of us and Lisa. So, if you send healing to somebody in a crazy ad hoc manner, it can be somewhat chaotic. So we're going to start our meditation. We're going to put up our pyramid. We're going to raise our vibration. And then, Elizabeth, we're all going to send, just by having the thought, just the suggestion, I send healing to Elizabeth. And we're going to send it all to your heart. And then, Elizabeth, you are going to take all of this love and this energy and this healing, and you are going to direct it to Lisa. And that way there's a cohesiveness to it. There's a cohesion, and it's very effective. So here we go. Everybody has their eyes closed. And we're going to imagine these 4 triangles around us, and we look to the right, we pick the first triangle up, and it's a beautiful red. And then we look to the left, and up comes the second triangle, a magnificent purple, and the 2 sides, they just fit perfectly together above your head. And the third triangle comes up behind you because you will it to be so. And it's a soft light blue. And the fourth one in front, the magnificent gold. And imagine now each one of us seated in our own sacred pyramid of light with the red and the purple and the blue and the gold. And all this light now moves around us. It moves around us. It moves around your body, coming up from the feet, the legs, the torso. It comes up to the crown, and the crown of your head opens up like a vase, and down comes the light. This is where you use light to ground yourself, to create roots of light, because we bring it down the head and the neck, down the torso and the arms, out the fingers. The light continues down the legs, out the soles of the feet, and down into the earth. And if anybody wants to remember or to be able to remember how this pyramid is put up, just send me an email and I'm happy to share it with you. It's such a powerful tool for creating a safe space and being well grounded. So now we're going to do a few minutes of high vibration, and I invite you to simply breathe in the sound. And we'll know when the moment is right. And then each of us will assist and send healing. Here we go. Just breathe in the sound. We're going to take a couple of nice, deep, conscious breaths. It's like really breathing in the vibration. So take a nice, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. and in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now when you breathe in, this is simply a suggestion. If it feels right, you do it. If it doesn't feel right, forget about it. On the in-breath, you say to yourself silently, I am. And on the out-breath, you say the breath. How simple. Imagine I am on the in-breath. And as you breathe out, you say the breath. And you know, it's so profoundly true that it feels right to say it. Here we go. I am the breath. I am the breath. We often depict the healing light as an emerald green color. So I'm going to put the music on in the background, but just very, very gently, softly. This music is called Emerald Heart. And as you hear this music, join me in imagining that this beautiful emerald green light is filling your heart and filling your heart, and you can see this emerald green light, and you just open your heart and send this healing light to Elizabeth's heart for Lisa. And then we're going to do a healing for ourselves. Here we go. Anytime you want to send healing to someone, all you have to do is visualize them. Say their name, visualize their face, and choose to be that vehicle. You know, it feels good. It feels really good to step out of our own emotional state and just breathe in this sound. Imagine the emerald green color and send it with an open heart. our journeys have helped open our hearts. I hear Chloe telling me, keep your heart open, Mom. Open and compassionate. Our journeys are not easy. But we are understanding more and more what the purpose of it all is. This is an exceptional time of change. Full moon and a lunar eclipse. Uncertainty and just have to stay open. It's a tall order sometimes. Stay open. And remember to ask. Ask for help. all your unseen helpers, all your ancestors, your grandmothers and your great-grandmothers. And even if it's hard to believe, ask anyway. I want you now to think of someone that you would like to send healing to. You can visualize their face. You could say their name. That person could be you. But we all have the capacity to send compassion and healing energy to someone. We're always sending energy to each other. We just don't realize it. So I'm going to put on the music that I played before. The music that's called Emerald Heart. And I invite you to visualize your heart opening up and this lovely green light filling, and it's waiting for you to direct it as you wish. Here we go. You know, healing just takes a moment. It's not long, it's not complicated, it's very simple. It requires simply a true intention and a direction for the healing to go, whether it's to yourself or to another. And with the thought, the intent, that's it. So we open our hearts to healing, that emerald green light, and now off it goes. You can even use your breath to send it on its way. We're going to do something different now. It's been silently playing in my head like a movie. We're going to imagine that our beautiful pyramid of light has as much room in it as we wish it to have to welcome in our lovely ones in spirit. It may not be just your children, too. Could be as many as you wish to reunite with inside this beautiful pyramid of light. We imagine this four-sided pyramid. The first side was red, and that red light now moves gently through, and so does the purple light and the blue behind us, but it's the gold light. The gold light is the one that begins to move around you as you sit in your pyramid of light. And this gold light begins to take on the shape and the face. And there's something amazing and magical happening inside this pyramid with you right now. All of the light is gold, and you imagine your lovely ones are with you, and they are filled with light. I think we're all in awe a bit, even them. It's like, wow, this is really cool. I'm going to keep our vibrations up to try and have a couple more seconds. as you breathe in this vibration, you can feel it working on your third eye, opening you up to make it easier to trust, to have more faith, and to let go of doubt. That's really when the magic happens. This is the toughest road imaginable. And yet, here we are. See, I know I'm not on this road alone. None of us are. We're so loved, supported, but I know there are times when you feel really alone. And you know what? There's nothing to be done. Those moments, we just move through them. They're not always graceful. I remember I shared with you once the night that Chloe passed. I said to the doctor, I need a soundproof room. I need to howl. I need to scream. He said, I'm sorry, we don't have such a room. you'd have to go all the way to the underground parking to do that. And I said, oh no, I'm not leaving her. And so I buried that howl. I buried that cry. But it did come out. It did. And the first time it came out was in a sound meditation when it just cracked me open. And then I began to heal. So as we put the pyramid up, we take it down at the end. We bring down the gold and down the blue and the purple and the red. And you know, even though it's in our imaginations, it's powerful. And all those vibrations stay with us, keep working on us. Remember, our grandmothers are with us. I have a rug under me from one grandmother, and I'm wearing the ring of my other grandmother. My grandmothers are with me, and yours are too, even if you've never met them. The energy is really high. It was different tonight. I never know what's going to happen. But I thank you all for joining me. If anybody wants to know more about the pyramid, it was given to me by an amazing teacher when I went to England to the Arthur Findlay College. And anything you want to know, if you want a PDF of the books, I'm happy to send them. It was different, but the energy was really high. I hope I didn't make a complete fool. I don't remember even what I said. But I do remember when the pyramid was filled with gold light. I remember I could see Chloe beside me and she's like, wow, this is cool. So I don't know if anybody got that.
I felt like all of the kids were in the pyramid with us. I could feel them there, and I saw Chloe there as well, and I saw Carly too. I they were having a blast. I just think that this was such a beautiful evening, and thank you for sending healing to Lisa. I'll let her know, and I'm sure that she felt it herself. And it was such a nice thing for you to do that. Thank you, Andrea.
Well, we all did it. We all did it. Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah, it was beautiful. Feel very peaceful.
I do too. And everyone else is saying that they feel nice and peaceful.
Good.
That you're an earth angel, obviously.
Oh boy.
And thank you for all that you do. And before we go, we always ask everyone to say thank you and good evening. So if you all would like to unmute yourselves and just say something to Andrea, that would be wonderful. And thank you all for coming.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Andrea.
Andrea.
Thank
I
you.
really needed
Thank
that
you.
tonight.
Bless
I
you.
really
Beautiful.
needed it. Thank you.
Beautiful. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
See you Thursday night with Dr. Mark Pitstick.
Dr. Mark Pistic.
Yep.